opening up. So, in the last days, I really went on the journey of physically feeling how trauma releases from my body, and my whole body and my heart and the way I approach people and the way I approach life. I'm literally opening up, and it feels so, so, so good. And it feels so feminine, and I feel like all the resources, all the love, all the finances, everything I desired is finally coming into my life just because I decided to be open and just because I'm open to receive. And so, yeah, let's go. Have you ever felt like there's something you really, really, whoa, there's something, I need to put the camera a little bit. There's something, no, I don't sit right. I'm too close. Yeah. Have you ever felt like there's something that you really, really, really desire, but no matter how much you do and no matter how much you try or you try to force it, it just does not come into your life and you feel exhausted or depleted and you're like, why is this not working? And for so long, I had this in my life, especially with love and with finances. And I was just like, I'm doing so much and I'm working so hard. And everybody tells me, hey, to work hard. And then you achieve everything you desire. And it didn't work for me. And so I worked on my beliefs and did it in the work about receiving more and receiving in general. And I found that there are two ways, or two most common ways that we as women block our way of feminine receiving. One is that we don't feel worthy, and the second is that we don't feel safe receiving. And so I had worked on the worthy issue already, and I was like, it's not because I don't feel worthy that I don't receive it, it's something else. And not feeling worthy was like a really big issue. And at every new level, it might come up a little bit, but I know how to handle it right now. So I looked at the safety thing and I realized that receiving did not feel safe because there were trauma in my life or um, abuse happening in my life where receiving was literally not safe and was literally a threat to my survival. So automatically I learned, hey, receiving isn't safe and I need to block it. So what I was doing is, ah, 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 I have a like a hurt on my knee, and I just went against it. So what I was doing is I try to receive love, but then I ran away from the situation that was able to give me the love I desired, and the same with finances, because love did not feel safe. Receiving love did not feel safe. Receiving finances did not feel safe. So what I was thinking I have to do is I have to work more. I have to like create more like structures for my business, for just my relationships in general. And then I realized, hey, maybe that's not the way how to do it because that's the masculine way. That's what I was trying, and it's not working. So maybe I need a different and a better way to deal with the situation and receive the results that I desire. So what I was doing is I looked at all the emotions about receiving. So when I received, my body went into like a shock mode. So my body was really tense and it was really like I need to protect myself. It was like a lot of stored emotions like physically in my body. And now I just feel so light and I just feel like when I think about receiving, it just feels like like I feel so open and it feels like everything can come to me and all the things. And I was just looking if my food is coming because I ordered some food and I'm waiting for it like since a long time. So I was like feeling so much threat and fear and anxiety in my body when I received. So I went for the thing, and when I was like really close to it, because it didn't feel safe, I went away, and I did this all the time. And you know how exhausting that is? If you go for the thing and then you go back and you go for the thing and you go back and you have all the work, but you don't have the results. So I was like annoyed at this point. So what I then did is I really looked at the emotions around receiving, because at the beliefs and the worthiness beliefs, I worked already. So I was like, it's not that. And then I told myself all the time, I receive, I receive, I receive, I receive. And by doing that, I created the neural pathways that I am able to receive more. And while I was saying that, I felt the resistance in my body, and I felt the fear, and I felt the anxiety, and I felt the sadness, and I felt this like frightening thing. It was nearly like a shock, like I'm gonna die now if I receive this. And I did this over and over and over, and I sat with these emotions, and I did this the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and until I feel my body physically changing the emotional state that is reprogrammed to receiving a state, and I'm open to receive. And I just saw my life, like, even with finances, I saw that money was like coming so much easier to me just because I was open and I felt safe to receive money. And it felt safe to receive support, because money is basically love and support. And when I can receive love and support, I can receive money, and the other way around. So for me, these topics are very close connected, and I think for a lot of other people as well. So when we want to receive more, we need to train our body and our nervous system and our brain and our belief system that receiving is safe, and receiving feels so good. And all the things around that receiving might not be good, or all the guilt, all the shame, everything that's around it. And I realized the more vulnerable I am, the more open my heart is, the more I can receive. And I also realized that a lot of times I, because I didn't feel safe in like really close, intimate relationships, or like contact, I didn't feel safe to vulnerably communicate my needs either. And if I don't communicate my needs vulnerably in a way that people love to meet them, then they're not getting met. So I realized that I had so many things on my heart that I really wanted, but never said that I wanted it, because I just assumed, or I didn't feel safe, or I thought I neglected it. And I was like, then this exercise of, hey, I would really love to meet with you and just do this and this, or I don't know, it's just like, I really, yeah, I would love to meet you. You're so important to me. I, I really like to talk to you again, and things like that. And I realized that so many positive feedbacks were coming in. And I was like, wow, it's not that other people denied me of what I wanted, it's that I neglect it's that I neglected what I wanted. I pushed it down, I didn't communicate it, I didn't say that I wanted it, I didn't say that I desired it, I didn't say that it's important to me. And I assumed that other people don't value it and don't value my needs and wants as much as I would like them to, which is not true. So I feel, even in my body right now, I feel so light. I feel like my body is like, I can finally breathe again, and it just feels so, so, so good. And my body feels just so, it feels like so much weight, and physically, a lot of trauma was also like released. It's just like gone and gone off my chest, and I feel so free and so regenerating and rejuvenating. So I really, 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 really love that. And if you would like to have results like that, and you want to be more in your feminine energy, you want to raise your self worth, then there's my email address in the bio, in the description box. And I would love to work with you. I would love to work with you one on one, or I'm also opening a course. It's called Magnetic Confidence, where we talk all about confidence, where we do all these processes and how to rewire our brains, how to rewire our belief systems, how to program ourselves to feel confident, to be confident, to have confidence be our default system, our default setting, where we are just confident. We embody it. We are it. We don't have to think about it. And yes, and if you do decide to do private coaching with me, then I would be so glad. I would be so excited. I just love just giving this knowledge and helping you and support you wherever you are, wherever you're standing. This is the advantage of like one-on-one coaching. I can like fully accommodate to your needs, and whatever you need, wherever you're standing, you can ask me everything you want. It's best to start with like a 3-month period, once a week for an hour, and it's just so cool, and I can just help you along the process. So if that's what you desire, then you can check the link in the bio. I would be so excited to hear from you. And that's the link in the bio, like my email address in the bio. Just write me, and we will like get in a call and then check everything and do it. So I hope you really liked this video. If you did so, then give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and write in the comments your key learnings. What did you learn? What are your challenges? What are your like breakthroughs? I would be so glad to hear from you. And I see you in the next video. I love you so much. I am so happy to have this channel. Literally, it's so much fun. It's so cool. I love like going live here and just sharing these wisdom drops. And yes, I see you in the next video. Bye bye, Naomi.